Welcome to the Double R Show, the podcast that features everything about North Lincoln County. The Double R Show, directed and produced by Paul Robertson and hosted by the voice of Lincoln City, Roger Robertson.
Dolores Pigsley is chairman of the Confederated Tribes of Siletz Indians, and you have been the chairman for a number of years.
44 years.
Why?
I haven't been chairman. I've been on the council for 44. I guess I should qualify that. I've been chairman for 37 plus years.
That's a lot of giving, Dee. That's a lot of giving.
It's a lot of time, and I often think somebody needs to step up to the plate here and do this job. And whenever I think that, people say, well, aren't you going to be around until we get the casino built? And aren't you going to be around until we get the museum built? And things just happen. And on our agenda now is we're going to build the casino in Salem. And so that's been huge. And a lot of time, we also have been working to get our tribal hunting and fishing rights back. And we have an agreement that was approved with the state of Oregon, which took 40 years to make happen. And we have some legislation in Congress that needs to give us that same advantage, I guess you'd say, to be treated like other tribes. And so it's been one thing after another, and for some reason, everything kind of boils down to you have to testify in Congress, and you have to tell them your story. And so we tell our story all the time.
Now, you've done this a number of times. You've been to D.C. a number of times and testified in front of Congress, have you not?
More than I could count. I testified in 1976, in March of 1976. I just had a birthday, and we were back there all week, and it was before Senator Hatfield. And luckily, we were successful in the Senate. It was in the House of Representatives where the trouble began. And so we settled that by losing our right to hunt and fish in our treaty area.
You had to give that up for something else? Is that
we had to
what
give that up in order to get a reservation, which was the 3,600 acres of timberland. And since then, we've expanded our timberland. We've bought several parcels of timber. We've worked with the state to manage and supervise some of the timbered areas in this neighborhood. But being treated like other tribes with hunting and fishing and the right to gather fish for ceremonial purposes, we've never been able to do that, which we are now.
For ceremonial purposes, you've got to be other reasons for the hunting and fishing as well, correct?
For families to be able to feed themselves, we've always been able to gather clams and ocean kinds of fish. That's how we lived, and gather berries and fruits and those kind of things. And that came with our treaty rights. But when we were restored without a reservation, and the only way to get that was to give up all those rights, all those gathering rights. And so we finally got that rectified with the state of Oregon. We still have to do it with the feds. It has to be a final legislative thing. We were back in D.C. I think we testified in May. We've been back there a couple times, but now there's nobody to talk to because there isn't a Congress, okay?
That would hopefully will be corrected.
That's where it begins, is in the House of Representatives. And we have Val Hoyle introduced our bill, and we've had hearings. It's ready to go, except there's no place to go at the moment. We've had hearings in the Senate, and it's ready to go in the Senate. So we're looking forward to getting this legislation cleared. But those are just some of the things that I think as chairman, somebody has to kind of take the bull by the horn and make it happen. And it's like when you're looking for volunteers at the table, everybody puts their head down. So who does that leave?
Yeah. When you talk about the importance of Chinookwan's Casino and the Siletz tribe during the chamber luncheon, you mentioned how important it is in Lincoln County. but you have tribal members and have got operations in 11 counties in Oregon, correct?
Yes, we do. We have an office in Eugene. We have one in Portland. We have one in Salem. And they provide all the same services that we provide in Siletz. And so it's a big area. If it was all reservation, it'd probably be one of the biggest reservations. But when Congress restored us, because it couldn't give us a reservation, they gave us this service area that was, in the beginning, it was 8 counties, and then it got expanded to 11. That was another time we testified in Congress.
Well, I, for one, am really happy that you bought this land and built this casino in Lincoln City.
Yes, and the person that owned this land, there were brothers, and their parents died from some health. It was a health issue, and they were left to be cared for by somebody, and that somebody ended up selling this land for them to take care of them. And so this was an allotment originally. And like I said, when I talked, they probably sold it for a couple $1,000. And we paid several million to get it back, which is what we have to do when we purchase any land. They see us.
Next goal for the Tribal Council is what, Dee?
Well, we're going to build a casino in Salem, and that's going to require about the same amount of work as it was here in Lincoln City. But our bottom line goal over here is to provide housing. I think we provide health services that everyone can access. We've never had enough land to build the homes that are needed, and everybody builds homes and everybody builds apartments, but they're not affordable. And so we have the same problems, providing homes that are affordable and jobs. The health services, we've been very lucky with our clinic. We're able to reach out and do all that. But like I say, I keep my Kaiser Permanente because...
Dolores Pigsley, Chairman of the Confederated Tribes of Siletz Indians. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Are you ready to embark on a journey of lifelong learning? Look no further than Oregon Coast Community College. Discover endless opportunities through our community education program. From art classes to cooking workshops, there's something for everyone. But that's not all. If you're age 60 or better, you can enjoy the Senior Waiver Program. Take credit courses without paying a dime in tuition. Yep, you heard right. No tuition charges, though course and college fees do apply. Visit our website at oregoncoast.edu and don't miss out on an ocean of opportunity.
We at La Roca are proud of our food, but don't take our word for it. Read the reviews. One person wrote, "The service was friendly and efficient." Another writes, "La Roca has become one of our favorites because it's authentic Mexican food."
If you're looking for great early garden fresh produce, it's Kenny's IGA in the Bay Area of Lincoln City. 4 generations of Morgans caring for your every grocery need. All of your favorite beverages, a full deli, meat, produce, and of course, groceries. Teresa Simmons, Secretary Extraordinaire for Angels Anonymous, joins us now, and we have an event upcoming, do we not?
Absolutely, we do have an event coming up, and it's coming up really quickly on us here, Roger.
The Angels Anonymous Festival of Trees up at Chinook Winds, and Teresa's here to talk about that. Are we about ready to go, or what's the status?
Well, we're going to go, whether we're ready or not. But we do have some opportunities for people still available that want to participate in a very meaningful way. As you know, and I hope most of the community knows, this is the biggest event that we have during the year, and it's our largest fundraiser. Along with that, it's kind of the opening event for the holiday season for all of Lincoln City.
Right. It's the finale at the beginning.
It's absolutely a wonderful way to swing into the holiday season. Along with that, in order for us to make a very successful event for everyone to enjoy to the utmost, we always need sponsors for our trees and our wreaths. It's an easy thing to do, and it's a wonderful thing to do. We still have room for about 6 more trees to be sponsored. Now, this is a family event, or it can be a corporate event, or it can just be a fun event for some friends to sponsor a tree. The cost is $100 for the space
And that
the
includes
tree.
the tree.
And that
Yeah.
includes the tree. If you provide your own tree, then it's only $50 for that space. Then you can all get together and you can choose a theme and decorate that tree to your heart's delight. Put some gifts underneath it, and it will be auctioned off with the funds all going to help support Angels Anonymous and the people that we have in need in this community.
Now, you speak from somebody with experience because you sponsor a tree.
My family.
Yeah.
We've sponsored several over the years, and it's proved to be a wonderful way for the children to learn that giving and participating in civic events that support the community can be a great deal of fun and rewarding. And it's a bonding experience for your business or for your family. It can become an annual thing that you do just to really truly celebrate the holidays in the way that they are meant to be celebrated, by helping others, by being joyful in spirit, and bonding with your family.
Gives you a good feeling, doesn't it?
It's a wonderful feeling, and when you see especially the younger children get involved, their excitement at picking out the ornaments or choosing the theme for the tree, then selecting all those ornaments, and together with their family members decorating that tree, it's quite a wonderful thing to do.
Let alone the ball itself.
The ball is a joyful way to begin the holiday season.
It really is. I mean, it is a fanciful, if you will, event for the entire community.
It is. And prior to the ball, you have the viewing of all these trees. It's free, free for everyone to come in and enjoy. And we also have Santa Claus comes, and the kids can make their wishes known in front of their parents and whisper it in Santa's ear just loud enough for them to hear. It's quite an event. It's an event that's just near and dear to my heart.
Now, we talked about the trees and the fact that people can still sponsor a tree up until Thanksgiving or Wednesday before Thanksgiving. But more importantly, wreaths are available as well that you can sponsor.
Yes, we have room for, I think, 2 more wreaths. And the cost on that is $25. And we have some of the most imaginative wreaths that you can dream up happen every year. The creativity of the people that do both the trees and the wreaths is just beyond belief.
I wonder where people come up with all of these ideas year after year after year. It just keeps getting better each time we go around.
It really does. And it's not limited to one specific type of thing. It's not limited to color, although your tree can be based on a color. It can be based on something you support, like the Girl Scouts or the
Sure.
Boy Scouts. We've had trees that were done with nothing but books. We've had Betty Boop trees. We've had fireman trees. We've had chocolate trees.
We had wine trees.
Oh, and we have wine trees, extraordinary.
It is interesting to me to talk about the ball itself, but the underlying reason for the ball is Angels Anonymous, and that is where the heart really comes into play.
Well, Angels Anonymous has established itself as quite a charitable organization, one that people can donate to and help others in a way that they can't do individually. And a good example of that would have been when we had the fires, the Echo Mountain fire. People wanted to help, but they didn't know how to help. And when word got out that Angels Anonymous was a way that those funds can reach the people in need, the donations started coming in so that we were able to assist over 125 families that suffered loss during that fire. And it's the same with not just when we have a disaster. We have people in need. There are people. They're here in our community. It's up to us to support those people that cannot be helped by any other venue, that need immediate and basic needs. A young mother that is left with no way to pay her rent, a veteran that has no way to heat his house, someone that needs a wheelchair just to get around. There are so many ways that we are able to help people meet those needs. Sometimes it's just food or gas to get to a clinic or a hospital, or even to pay for their medication. The needs are varied and they're endless, truthfully, but we try to meet them within a 24 to 48-hour period. The applicants for the needs are fully vetted. They're recommended by churches or other organizations that cannot meet the need. And then our all-volunteer board of directors votes to make these happen.
Teresa Simmons, Angels Anonymous Festival of the Trees. You have until next Wednesday to order your tree, to become part of that, or to order your tickets up at the Lincoln City Chamber of Commerce office. We'll be back in a moment.
I'm Adina Zeller. Zellers is now in 2 North Lincoln County locations. The original Zellers in Rose Lodge and now Zellers in Lincoln City, formerly Maxwell's. Zellers with great family food and kickin' fun like our line dancing. Just wait until you try our homemade clam chowder.
Northwest Septic Service is your one-stop shop for all your septic needs.
Northwest Septic Service offers pumping, maintenance, repair, and inspections with one call, 541-994-6977.
Buying or selling a home? Northwest Septic Service can inspect your sewer line or an entire septic system.
Old or failing septic system? Northwest Septic Service can rejuvenate most drain fields, saving you thousands of dollars. 541-994-6977.
Serving Lincoln, Tillamook, and Yamhill counties, Northwest Septic Service.
When looking for the bestsellers of today and yesterday, look no further than Bob's Beach Books. Hi, I'm Diana Portwood, and on behalf of my sister Emily at Robert's Bookshop, we thank our dad, Bob, for the vision he had in establishing our 2 family-owned bookstores in Lincoln City.
So joining us now is Zoe Vincent. Zoe is the Plaza Activator, nice title, and a Rare America program worker?
Yeah, member.
Member? What is that?
The RARE program is an AmeriCorps program through the University of Oregon.
Okay.
And they send about 30 members out to different rural communities in Oregon to do jobs similar to mine, where we have a project to work on.
And your project that you're working on is a large project.
It is. Yep. The Cultural Plaza is the Plaza Activator. Did you already say that?
Yeah, Plaza. That's quite a title, Plaza Activator, because you're the one that is planning the party, the celebration, the event, right?
Yep. Yeah, I am planning the Plaza Activation Party. Notice the title's the same as my title. Yeah, to celebrate the end of construction on the Cultural Plaza.
And how close are we?
We are really close. The parking lot is going in right now as we speak. It should be done by Friday. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. And the Plaza Activation Party is going to be when?
On November 18th,
okay,
which is the Saturday before Thanksgiving, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
And what else is going to happen?
We are going to have a whole bunch of stuff happen. Everybody will get a complimentary lunch, which Northwest Natural is so kind to provide for us.
Very good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I have made and ordered some cups that everybody will get to have. So we'll have a hot beverage bar, and you'll get to take home your own Plaza cup.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We'll have a treasure hunt activity. So you can get a little booklet and help us activate the plaza by walking around to each section of it, including Poppy and the rotary instruments. Even the cherry blossom tree out front. Krista's really excited about that one. And the sea star sculpture, speaking of Krista. So that will hopefully get people around the event, around the space. And then as far as the schedule, we'll have a Rotary area dedication where some folks from the Rotary will speak, and Senator Anderson will also be there to speak at the dedication. That'll be at 11, and some kids from the Taft High School band are going to play a short little tune to play on the instruments for the first time, which we're pretty excited about. And then the John Bringhetto Quartet will be playing about a 30-minute performance following the...
On those same instruments?
No, no, they'll be across the plaza.
All right.
So yeah, we'll be moving around the plaza for this whole event, but we'll have lots of outdoor performances. Hopefully, unless the weather's too terrible, and then we will have our Plaza Activation Party inside. And we'll admire the plaza from the windows.
But regardless, it will take place regardless of weather.
Yes, it will. I am working on an extensive rain plan.
Very good.
Since it's November on the coast. But yeah, so we'll have the John Bringetto Quartet, and then the Connection Phoenix Ballet Folklorico group is going to do a performance on the Poetry Path, which I'm really excited about. And then we'll have a grand ribbon cutting ceremony for the whole plaza. That'll be at about 12:30 on the east side. And there, Representative Gomberg is going to speak, and our board president, Dorcas Holtzapfel, is going to speak, and we'll cut the ribbon and invite everybody back onto the plaza. And then after that, we'll have Zug solo acoustic performing, just Brian and his guitar, which I think will make a nice little, yeah. And then we will have a Poetry Path dedication. So this part will just be for the Poetry Path, and Susan Walke, our mayor, be there to speak. And Alan Holtzapfel will also talk a little bit about the construction of the plaza.
There's a guy that has dedicated his life to the construction of that plaza.
Yeah, he really has. He's been a gem for the Cultural Center. Yeah, it's been great to get to know him. Yeah, and then as part of that, we'll have John Fiedler, who organized and pieced together the community written poem. He and a few of the other people who worked to write the poem are going to recite it for the crowd, which I'm really excited to hear. What else do we have going on? And then after that, but wait, there's more.
There's more.
The Triag family is going to do a performance. And then to close out the whole thing, we will have pipe dance performing.
It's a whole day of activities.
Yeah, a whole day of activities. Yeah, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. We'll have stuff about every half hour.
Do you anticipate people will come and spend the entire afternoon, or just come for part
if
or
they
parcel
want? We
or
have
whatever?
The way that we've planned it, it'll be like an open house. So you can come
and go.
For the whole thing if you'd like to. We'll have activities and events. There will be plenty to do.
How about parking?
There will be parking.
As you cross your fingers.
Yeah, pending this week. Paving is going in right now, and thankfully it is sunny, and they are set to finish by Friday. So we will have a brand new parking lot for everybody to introduce their cars to.
It's taken some time to put together this entire program for this dedication, has it not?
It has, yeah. Yeah, a lot of work has gone into this.
Zoe, we appreciate you taking time. We know you got to get back because you got a lot more to do. Zoe Vincent, Plaza Activator, right here getting set to cut the ribbons and celebrate our plaza at the Lincoln City Cultural Center. What an event.
We're really excited.
Well, greetings. This is Marnie Whipple with Holland America Line, and we are delighted and honored to be a longtime partner with Roger and the team at Always Traveling. We have some exciting news to share with you today, and that is that in Dawson City in the Yukon Territory, the First Nations group of the Tronjekowichan have now been awarded the wonderful recognition of being a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The aim with this in the Yukon Territory is to really share the story of the Indigenous people, the colonialism, and truly the history of the Klondike Gold Rush. So join us and Roger and the team on a beautiful Holland America Line cruise tour through Alaska, Southeast Alaska by cruise, continue on up into Denali National Park and Fairbanks, and then add on even more wonderful adventure, now flying from Fairbanks to Dawson City on an exclusive land tour, heading into Dawson and now this wonderful UNESCO World Heritage Site, and continue on from Dawson into the heart also of the Klondike, Whitehorse, take a wonderful ride into Skagway, Alaska, and continue from Skagway down into Vancouver. It's an incredible journey.
I'm Josh Zantello with Zantello Law Group, and we are fortunate to have a number of attorneys in our office that specialize in a variety of law fields. Call our office and set up a free consultation. With our field of experts, you're never alone.
Charlotte Latho, Farmers Insurance, Lincoln City. You have your hands full right now with insurance, health insurance, right?
Oh, my goodness. Yes, I have more than my hands full, my feet too. We are very, very busy. This is the annual enrollment period for Medicare drug plans and Medicare Advantage plans. And so we've had a big shakeup here in Lincoln County with the departure of two Medicare Advantage plan carriers, Regents Blue Cross and MODA. And so this is a time where we need to get a whole bunch of people who are losing those plans enrolled in new Medicare plans.
They've got a timeline that they've got to be under, correct?
Correct, but it's a little bit different than the normal annual enrollment period timeline. So annual enrollment period begins the 15th of October and it lasts through the 7th of December. However, folks that are losing Regents Blue Cross and MODA Advantage plans, they actually have until the end of February to trigger a new enrollment. If they want their coverage to start by the 1st of January, they have to have it done by the end of December. So 12/31/23 is the last date they can enroll for a January 1st effective date.
Now, I know that you have been very busy. You've been taking appointments and you're working this by appointment only, correct?
Correct. And so not only am I licensed here in my office, but Jody Coggins is also licensed to talk to anybody about the Samaritan Medicare Advantage plan. So Samaritan is the Advantage plan carrier that is left here in Lincoln County. And of course, Samaritan is affiliated with Samaritan Healthcare Services. So Jody can assist with Samaritan questions, and of course I can assist with not only the Samaritan questions, but regular Medicare, which would be a Medicare supplement policy and a drug plan.
Okay, you mentioned Jody and health insurance, but you also have a couple of other busy agents out here on the floor.
Oh my goodness, yes. I have Riza Rodriguez, who has been with me for 2 years, and she is our specialist in auto, home, and commercial. And then I have a new agent, came to us about 6 months ago, Mariah Belsey. She comes from the Pacific City area, and so she's my go-to person for life insurance and for auto and home and commercial as well. So we have a very busy office.
Now, you started something with the News Guard, and that is a Hispanic publication.
Yes, I'm very proud to say that we partnered with the News Guard, thanks to Robin Smith at the News Guard. And Robin and myself and Riza, we kind of put our heads together long around the first of this year, and we thought, you know what? It is time to serve an underserved population, which is our Hispanic community. So we worked together with the News Guard, and they are publishing a monthly publication aimed directly at our Hispanic community. It's a beautiful publication.
Farmers Insurance in the Ocean Lake area of Lincoln City, and pick up the phone, make an appointment.
Actually, not the Ocean Lake area.
Oh, yeah, right.
Naughty.
Yep.
We are at the north end of town, right next to the Wildflower Grill in North Lincoln City.
And we're off and running. It's going to be a big weekend in Lincoln City this weekend, Paul.
Indeed, yeah. All these events. Got the Pow Wow. We got the activation of the Plaza. Yeah, there's a lot going on.
If you don't find something to do, you're not really looking.
Yeah.
You're really not looking. And there's such colorful events, especially the Pow Wow and the Plaza. I mean, you drive past that plaza, it looks wonderful.
Yeah, it really does. And it's just going to get better and better as it, they get all the plants in there after the fall rains and the like, too. So.
Now, we'll also like to remind people we had the interview with Teresa Simmons at a Festival of the Trees. Tickets are on sale, going quick, soon going to be gone. So please stop up at the Chamber of Commerce office and buy your tickets. Speaking of tickets, we got a ticket to give away.
Yeah, we do. We first we want to announce our winner from last week.
Da-da-da-dum.
Yeah, indeed. And so we had from all the correct answers, we drew a name, and our lucky winner, Nancy Oxenholt.
Nancy Oxenholt. Well, it's too bad we don't have two tickets, because then she could have taken Bob, but she needs away from Bob anyway, so it's okay.
She can just go up to the casino, get a nice buffet lunch or dinner there, or $30 total, I think.
Or she can go to the deli. She can also go over to the hotel. She can go to the Rogue River Room. It doesn't have to be just into the buffet.
Right. Okay.
It's $30 of good food and good fun. Now, also like to remind people that I have been watching on Facebook all of the big winners that Chinook Winds has been featuring on the slot machines. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, lucky polls, yeah.
It is staggering the amount of money that is going out the door on that basis. And they're doing a lot of inside work as well. You'll see some major modifications forthcoming inside the casino. And thanks to Chinook Winds on behalf of Angels Anonymous, what they give us is phenomenal.
Yeah, they sponsor trees, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Almost every time I've ever been, they've bought like 3 or 4 trees, and they use those.
And the space.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And the space that they give us is space. So remember, it really is better at the beach, and events are better at the beach, especially at Chinook Winds Casino Resort. Speaking of events, we got a Beach Bash basketball tournament. Say that 15 times real quick, and you'll have a mouthful. It is middle school teams coming to Lincoln City for a basketball tournament. Girls play December 2nd and 3rd. Boys the 3rd and 4th of February. And more information is forthcoming on that. For the benefit of all of the veterans in and around the Lincoln City community, remember there's a free veterans homemade soup and sandwich lunch put on by the Elks Lodge twice a month, the 2nd and 4th Wednesdays, 12 until 2. It is a fun thing. Now, we got some more of these tickets from Chinook Winds Casino Resort.
Yeah, and I think we're going to do another trivia question.
Now it's going to get tough.
Is it going to get tough?
Now it's going to get tough.
Okay.
Now it's going to be really tough. The question is, and Paul's got to think about this a lot himself. I started in radio. The Double R started in radio in what year?
Well, it is tough because it predates me. How would I know?
Now you're giving away too much information.
It's a hint.
It's a hint. It's a hint. What year did I start in radio? And I will tell you, it was actually in Germany, so it wasn't even in the US of A when I first got into radio. Call, better yet, send us an email, right?
Yeah. Just send an email. Reply to the e-newsletter if you got that. That's an easy way. Or just send an email to roger@RRshow.com, and we'll select a winner from all the correct answers.
And the year is what we're looking for.
Looking for the year.
The year. So
got into radio.
That's a long time ago. That will do it to the Dunes on a Double R Show. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share so you and your family and friends around the world and across the street can join us right here in the Double R Show. For Paul and Jenna, I am in fact Double R. What year did I get into radio? Have a happy day.
You've been listening to the Double R Show. Join Roger and Paul Robertson as they explore everything about North Lincoln County. The Double R Show, produced by Always Productions and hosted by Roger Robertson. Have a story? Email contact@alwaysproductions.com or call 458-201-3039. For the Double R Show, I'm Jana Grawn.